Hello everyone and welcome to the 10th episode of my Minecraft Let's Play series. In the previous episode you may well have seen that we built this amazing structure, and for the most part it is unchanged on the outside. Aside from adding in the windows, of course, I didn't quite have time to do that at the end of that video, but it's now done, so all the windows are in and I think it's looking pretty finished. Now on the inside here I have added a couple more villagers. I've got some more stonemasons, I've got this Fletcher here, up there I've got a Respiration 3 villager, and I'm all very ready to start moving on to more projects. So if you remember in a couple episodes when we were moving into our base here, we built this structure which is sort of like just a little scene. It doesn't really serve any purpose at the moment since I'm not really living here. It's just sort of like a nice little build to set the theme for the area. And along here we have my sugarcane farm, and it has been doing very well for itself. I just press this button here, sends off the machine, and I get a bunch of sugarcane. Of course, that's not the only machine that you can make to make getting anything for villagers that much more tricky. So in this episode, I do plan on making sure that I have a pumpkin and melon farm somewhere here. I do need to do a little bit of planning because this area down here is a lot more limited than I initially thought it was when I was planning this out in my head. So a lot of work will be going here, but of course it will be a pumpkin and melon farm. And in the rest of the episode, if I do have time, it shouldn't take too long. Over there is an ocean monument I wish to conquer, and I want to get a guardian farm. And since that's pretty close, it's not quite out of render distance, I am missing it. It should be pretty useful for me to get XP rather than going to my zombie or my skeleton farm, because that's pretty slow and pretty far away from my base. So that's all the plans for this video. Of course, I do plan on planning out a bit more of the city since there are a few farms I'll need. I've started experimenting with this mud path here. I quite like it, so we'll see if that comes about. And there is a couple other things to show you before I get on with any progress today. As you can see here, I've been very busy, and of course this is a slime chunk that I've been busy digging out so that I can have a slime farm, so I can get a bunch of slime balls. This is not the only slime chunk in the area. In fact, if I turn on my slime chunk viewer, you can see that over here there's a slime chunk, and over here there's a slime chunk. And this means that I can dig out all of this space as well, make a triple slime farm, and have a lot to go with. So that's sort of the plan for the next episode, just letting you guys know in advance. But I'll be hacking away at this very slowly over the next few days because, of course, this stuff takes time and I don't necessarily have all of that time to do that because we will be building a pumpkin melon farm in this episode, and of course we will be doing a guardian farm. So there is a lot going on. So let's go. I need to go and start working on that pumpkin melon farm, and I'll go see you over there. I've laid out the area I plan to put this farm into. It's going to be pretty simple. I've got a little pallet. It's going to be not quite the same as this building, where this is more like a sort of a makeshift wooden hut. This is more of a sturdy factory, and now this probably won't quite fit, the same theme. This is something that I'm not particularly amazing with, but I'm going to try my best anyway. So let's just go straight into the time lapse where I'm going to be building a lovely industrial factory for our pumpkin and melon farm. Right, I've taken a break in the time lapse so I can look at how the building is going, and while I like it, I think it looks pretty good for how the style's going. I do actually really like how the granite, the brick, and the packed mud go well together. I'm not really sure on it being here in this, well, per se, medieval town. And mainly for the reason that while it looks good, I like it, it doesn't really make sense. And maybe that's something I need to fix up with the build style here. But I was definitely going for something very medieval and trying to do that medieval look with this, which is very 1800s industrial town sort of style, and this very medieval church. There's a sort of contrast in style, and don't even get me started on mob farms. So I'm going to stick with the build, but it's definitely something I need to do more research into when I'm building the rest of the city out, because having every area be a different theme, while I am trying to restrict myself on not trying to go too far outside that theme, is definitely something I need to work on. And that goes for everything, you know. Building bridges, building farms all over this island chain, they all need to be in a theme. And if I can't build in that theme, that's a problem. So, yeah. Anyway, pretty happy with that build. I think I'm going to put roof onto it, and then we're going to end off that building there by putting the farm in it, and we should all be very well and good with pumpkins and melons. So, yeah. I will go and do that. Alright, roof done. Now it's looking pretty good. I think I might want to get some windows in there, but for the most part, the build, as in the actual building itself, when I'm not falling into my base, is looking pretty good. I think I did good with choosing the blocks to use. I was almost going to use mud bricks as well, but I think that just would have been a bit too much contrast, and having 4 blocks would probably have made it very, very noisy and not particularly interesting and not really nice to look at either. So yeah, happy with that, and now I have something else to do, and that involves putting the farm in the cell, because at the moment it really is just a really nice building with literally nothing inside. So I'm going to fix that very quickly, and how I'm going to do that is I'm going to put pumpkin melon farm in. So I'll just cut to another clip, and I should have it done. Right, that was pretty quick. Farm's now all up and running. If I use my free cam to go inside, you can see that it's all melons at the moment. I realized when I finished building the farm that in order to maximize pumpkin and melon output, I'd need to add a pumpkin farm on top here, so that I'd be able to have ideal output. So I guess that's a project for another day. But yeah, I'd say that for now, this building is now finished. Oh yeah, I also died and didn't lose any of my stuff, fortunately, because it was to the million trident dudes that exist in the river. But yeah, right. Now that that project's done, there's another one I want to work on, and that is over there. I want to get the Guardian Farm, or I want a Guardian Farm. And I think that I should drain that monument over there so that I can have a lovely farm to start working on. Now, that's not going to be an easy task, because I need to go in there, I need to kill the dudes, I need to get out again, and that's going to take a while, and that's also going to be a long time. So I have an idea for how to do this, and of course it involves slime blocks, TNT, redstone blocks, and a whole bunch of fun. So I'm going to go over to that island over there and start preparing. Right, I am all geared up to go and conquer this ocean monument. So I'm going to actually turn my shaders off so I can locate it. Right, it's over there. And I'm going to head over by boat. Now, normally you just go in and you'd use, you prevent yourself with the cow using mining fatigue so you could dig the structure from the inside out. But in this case, I want to sort of kill the guardian or the guardian so that I can then go in and cover the temple. So I need to go and search the first wing. I believe there's always one in the center. All right, here we go. I believe it's something like 1, 2, 3, 4. You place the block, you move away. All right, here we are. Here's the die. Oh, yeah. Forgot about the beams. All right, got him. Nice. So that's one guardian down. I now have to do this for every other mob in the temple. I'm going to try and move out of the way of these guys while collecting my blocks, because I actually value these Probably not a good idea to do that, actually, because they're all targeting me. So if I go down to the east wing here, there's another one here where I can just go around. So I'm going to place TNT. Place like, ooh, yikes. And where's the guy? Oh, did I choose the wrong location? I don't know where they spawn, so this is probably not a good idea. Ah, here we are. Here's the guy. Oh, there's a lot of people here. Alright, he's over there. Okay, got him. Nice. 2 for 2 on the sponges. Right, now I just need to head over to the final wing and blow that one up as well. And then I should all be good in terms of getting the ocean monument cleared. And then I just have to come back later. Alright, going in here. Gotta locate the last guy. Whereas he is over there. Now the job is fairly simple. I'm hitting with a shovel. Alright, got all 3 of them. This temple is now cleared. So that wasn't that bad. So I'm just going to go up to the surface and collect all my goodies. Well, now I've got to think about something, so I'm just going to pause the game. So now that I've done that, I need to go back and start filling in the temple with the sand so I can start clearing it out properly. That's going to take some work, so before I do any of that nonsense, I'm going to head back over to my base, and then I'll talk about it in a little bit. Alright, so I now have a box of sand here, I have another water-breathing potion, and I'm ready to go back to the temple and start placing sand in. Now, in order to dry out a temple, you need sponges, and one thing I am lacking at the moment is a plentiful supply. I believe over here in this chest, I have, 3, but I need to go and loot the sponge rooms over there in the structure to get the rest of them. So, well, it's another boat trip over, and I think this one should probably go in the form of a time lapse. So, yeah, let's watch this suffering in 8 times speed. That time lapse has taken a lot of time. Now, it didn't really look like much, and to be fair, an hour isn't all that much in YouTube time, but man, it was repetitive because it was just place, block, move, place, block, move. Now, I've started a very, very small amount of clearing out the area in the ocean monument so I can start getting more spawns. But before I actually do that properly, I want to test a small idea I have, which will be whether doing rows and clearing out all of the sand or the water in rows is easier than doing it in squares like I've been doing here. So test shouldn't take too long, and I'll probably come back with a verdict very shortly. Well, the strip idea wasn't really working, since the general way the strip goes, you'd have to be placing blocks very quickly to get anything done. So it was very expensive using all of my sponges again and again. So it wasn't really feasible to do it in strips, so I'm doing it in blocks instead. I've done a fair bit out here to get this across here. And yeah, to be honest, this project is just going to be a lot of block placing, a lot of sand getting, a lot of sand clearing, and then a lot of mining out of the actual temple itself, then doing all of the farm shenanigans. So yeah, it's gonna be a long one, and I'll probably have to split the actual like farm part and doing other things into 2 parts. But yeah, I'm just gonna crack on. I'll see how we're doing by the end of the time lapse. Alright, minor break in the time lapse just to let you know, guys, that I have finally finished bricking off all of the area around here. We're about halfway done, just under halfway with this area here on terms of drying out, so it shouldn't take too long to finish this entirely. So I'm just going to cut straight back into the time lapse. Alright, the entire monument, or the outside of the monument, is now drained. And oh my goodness, does it look ridiculous. All I have to do now, one more time lapse, clear all the sand, and it's done. So, yeah. At the end of this episode, and I'm really sorry this has actually been a long time lapse episode, there's just so much grind that I've had to do. We're going to do one last grind and clear all of this sand out. And also, I have a new microphone, literally arrived today, so, you know, that's cool. Anyway, yeah, let's clear some sand.
project is finally complete after what feels like forever, which is in reality 3 days. It is finally drained, it is finally cordoned off, it is finally ready for the second part. And I know this already seems like it's taken forever, and it might not even seem like that. Most of this video was actually a time lapse. And, you know, you might even forget if you watch the second half of this video that we built that. We built like 2 things this episode, or I suppose we built one thing, then drained off another. So it's been a really long episode, and it's actually been the one I've made in the shortest time span. It's, you know, it's been 4 days to make this video, so that's really cool. But unfortunately, I am, of course, out of time to make this video. I do hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please sure to hit that like button. And if you really enjoyed the video and you want to see more content just like this, don't forget to subscribe, because I am uploading on a bi-weekly schedule. So you'll see me pretty much every fortnight upload a video, and hopefully they should be high quality. And, you know, I've seen a lot of you guys subscribing since my past video. I got something ridiculous like 5 subscribers from that one video in total, so clearly there's somewhere going with this. But yeah, so I'm gonna wrap it up for today. I will see you guys in the next video, where we will probably be finishing this project. So thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.